question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bears and the Rams, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Crowd getting in a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On play action, Fields. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields going deep downfield for Ross. They got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Here's a diving catch right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's almost not fair when you talk about Allen Robinson to talk about how dependable he is, but that's a great word for him. Last year, first time he's gone over 100 receptions in his career, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try to get things settled down a little bit.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Stafford. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A gain of 3, second down. Now a give running right is Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, it's Fields. He'll dump this off to Akers.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a second down.
A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Off play action, Fields. They'll let him go deep for Beckham.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts now to return it. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that route, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And Stafford, for the 3rd time, is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next next drive the Bears offense. Stafford here coming off his pick six. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of divisions?
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run forward Montgomery. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They try again with Montgomery. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this. And did he break the play? Yes, he did. Touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fool him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Lets this one rip toward Graham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by David Long. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Play action. It's Fields. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got him in, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. That's out to the flat for Akers. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here as we mentioned in Week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And quickly they get to the line.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, Fields. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields going for it all. And will be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diamond catch. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Fields. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Stafford on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. Throwing is Stafford. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing again at Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Muscle burst right there.
The 17-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big run.
Now the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete.
Deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Fields on first down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the LA Rams with a victory.